Hello, hello, hello. JLR Investigates. Got a situation out of Manassas Park, Virginia, a suburb of Washington, D.C. A Hindu mom has been missing now for a while, and this is not getting much media attention at all. But there is a massive search that is underway, and this case has serious suspicion going on the husband of this mother right here. Her name, and if I say her name wrong, I apologize because there's not one peep with the media regarding this case. Mamta Kafle Bhatt. And she is a 28-year-old mother. She had a child. She has a child. We'll say has because she could still be alive, but I'm not so sure. About a 1-year-old child, 10 months. And what's strange about this particular case, ladies and gentlemen, is she is married to a husband. And her husband served in the military, United States military. His name is Naresh Bhatt. And he is 9 years older. She vanished where she was last seen in Manasses Park around their home, Heather Court, July 31st, 2024. The husband did not report her missing for 8 days. 8 days. Now, right there, serious red flags. She was not reported missing for 8 days by her husband. And I'm going to show you who the husband is because there's a lot of suspicion centered around her husband, who served in the military. This case is not getting zero attention. But there is a Facebook group or page dedicated to finding her. This is a photograph of their family. We're going to bring public awareness to this, and then we're going to share what in the world is going on. 8 days. And they live right by a rural creek area in the back of like a cul-de-sac. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. Who is this guy? Who is the husband? Who is this guy? And why didn't he report his wife missing for 8 days? Now the police, the Manasses Park Police Department, has put out an alert just in the last 48 hours. Flyers, there's a massive search. And a lot of people wondering about, including her own family, wondering about the husband. So let's talk, folks. Let's share a flyer. I see the Missing and Aware is on this, and we're going to share a flyer. We're going to share what the police have put out there. No police press conference at this time. But who is this guy? Who is he? Okay, so here we go, folks. There is a flyer out. She's 28 years old. The City of Manassas Park Police Department is requesting the public's assistance with locating a missing 28-year-old female. Mamta Kafle was last seen on July 31st, 2024 in Manassas Park, Virginia. She has not had any contact with family and friends since. Mamta is thought to be missing on involuntary circumstances due to the length of time missing. If you have any information on her whereabouts, contact the City of Manassas Park Police, 703-361-1136. Case number 24-001004. Red flags. Serious red flags. And it believes like the family also believes he's involved. So this is what the Manassas Park Police Department put out. They put this out a few days ago. So it's been known. But the thing about it is, why wasn't she reported missing for 8 days from her husband when she was last seen on the 31st? Where did she go? She's also, I'm not going to say past tense, and I have to correct myself on this. She's also a registered nurse. So this is the information that the Manasses Park police have put out. 5 feet, 132 pounds, black hair, and dark brown eyes. Why didn't the husband report her missing for 8 days? Why? Who is this guy? So this is the Hindu culture. I believe they speak the Hindi language. Now, the husband put something out a few days ago on his Facebook, which I'll show you. I'll show you everyone's Facebook. But I want to show you a specific page, a Facebook page that is putting out information about this particular case. They got like a 10-month-old child, almost a year old. A mother just doesn't go vanish like that. Just doesn't happen, folks. So this is the page I'm talking about here. It's on Facebook. And it's a page dedicated to finding her. This is her with her child. Now, she has a, she's on TikTok. She's also on Instagram. And she posts a lot on Facebook. Actually, she describes herself on Facebook as a digital creator. But here is the thing. This is a group to advocate for her. She has been missing since July 31st, 2024, Manassas, Virginia. It's Manasses Park. All right, so let's scroll down here because I want to show you a few things here, folks. I want to show you this particular post. And they're setting up flyers. They're going to do some searches. Here's what I want to share. This specific post right here. Here are the facts about Mamta and her case. Mamta was last publicly seen in Manasses Park July 31st. She's a pediatric nurse at Innova Hospital. She has 2 shifts a week, and she's never made it to her shift on August 1st. She has a 10-month-old baby girl who was her absolute world. She would have never left her behind. Mamta was a member of the Single Moms Facebook group. She was looking for help in separating from her husband, which is normally against her culture. Mamta is a devout Hindu and regularly prayed and made offerings to Ganesha. Her husband, Naresh Bhatt, also seen under the alias Surya Bhatt, waited 8 days to report her missing. I do not know why, and the lack of evidence is the reason I refuse to speculate or point fingers. And it says here, furthermore, it is my understanding that the Nepali community does not talk about divorce or support each other when there are marital issues. I do not speak Nepali or Hindi, but from the many comments from Mamta's friends and acquaintances in the community, it is generally understood that domestic issues are swept under the table. Furthermore, she never personally indicated to me that there were problems. That being said, Mamta did treat me like a little sister and did not like to tell me bad news. She focused on the positive in everything. What in the world is going on here in Manasses Park? Where is she? Now, I got some clips of her, just some clips that I was able to put together. They say she would never leave her 10-month-old child behind. And it seems like she was having marriage issues with her husband and was trying to possibly separate from Mr. Naresh. Is it Naresh? Naresh. Bhatt. Bhatt. T. So have you seen her? Excuse me, I had a cough. I have kind of a cold. Have you seen her in the Manasses Park area? Have you seen her around July 31st? Now, I'm going to show you the neighborhood where they lived in a house. And it's a nice house. Won't show you their actual house, but I'll show you the neighborhood here. 9400 block of Heather Court. And here it is. Here it is. The neighborhood. I'm not going to show you the house, but I'll show you the neighborhood. And we'll zoom this camera out just to show you where we are dealing with. Just to the west, southwest of Washington, D.C. Let's zoom in. Manasses Park. But notice their neighborhood is at the way end of like a neighborhood. And they particularly live in a cul-de-sac along the street here. Other roads. One thing I noticed, though, is right behind them is a large area that looks like it's very wooded with a creek, river going down, Bull Run. This is them. Look at all this area. Trails. What do you think? Now, this is a general look at the neighborhood. Fairly nice neighborhood. Nice homes. Seems like she was last seen at her house, in the neighborhood, in the general area. Now, this is an old Google image because there's snow. There's no snow now. Excuse me. Nice homes. I wonder if any of them was seen on any surveillance. I don't know. But going back again, we'll just put this area in. This is like behind them. I'm just going to show you a general what this type of area looks like. It's like a winery, but it's just rural land back there. It's all wooded. It's trails back there. We'll go here just to show you what the area looks like. Look, in back of their house, lots of trails and water. Trails and water. That's what the terrain looks like right in back of their home. Look at this. There's the husband. Here's the husband. Military. And according to his public LinkedIn profile, he's a special technician and GDIT service desk analysis, IT, special DOD, MNCI, CompTI Sec certified ethical hacker, CJEH Spunk Core user certified U.S. Army vet. I'm seeing serious red flags with this one. Where is the baby? Great question. I don't know. According to the LinkedIn profile, here, I'll spin this around and share with you, and I'm going to show you his photo so we can be reminded of who the husband is and why didn't the husband report her missing for 8 days. Dedicated to doing whatever it takes to get the job done properly. Able to communicate with others in a calm and composed manner. Having a track record of excellence. Be in the first rank ever. always driven and willing to help and train other coworkers when asked. Works well under pressure while maintaining quality, able to multitask and prioritize multiple time-sensitive projects. He's an information technology service desk analyst at General Dynamics Information Technology. That's where he works. He's been there since January of 2024. Prior, he served 6 years in the military, United States military, Army. Before that, well, also in that time, he served as an information technology help desk analysis at Lintech Global. And he was also a IT specialist. So he knows his stuff. Trained to know his stuff. And now his wife is missing after his wife has put out there, according to reports in Facebook groups, that she was trying to get away from him. If this doesn't, I mean, come on, let's be real. Husband didn't report her missing for 8 days. 8 days? They have a child, and he doesn't report her missing for 8 days when they have a less than a year-old child? I think the police know what's up. I think everyone surrounded by her knows what's up. We even have the great Deputy Skaggs put out the information on US.watch. I like Deputy Skaggs because he's on these missing people's cases. By the way, this isn't an Amber Alert, official Amber Alert. This is their own database. Deputy Skaggs. Remember we talked about Deputy Skaggs? Remember with the Sebastian Rogers case? Deputy Skaggs and Tony Mathis wanted to try to say there was Amber Alerts. No, there's this service called US Watch that does phenomenal work.
This is Deputy Michael Skaggs broadcasting live at US.watch to help find Mamta Kafle. Carefully navigate to your assigned watch zone at your own risk and check in to claim your reward at us.watch/findmamta. Do not trespass or confront a suspect. To report a sighting or any suspicious activity, call 911 or tap the phone button. Stay tuned into this broadcast at us.watch/findmamta to get the latest information and search instructions pertaining to this alert. I'm going to let Deputy Phillips take it from here.
Thank you, Deputy Skaggs, and thank you to everyone actively searching at us.watch/findmamta. Today's top searchers are Joshua Schneider with 2 zones cleared, Aaron Miller with 2 zones cleared, and Chandra Hope with 2 zones cleared. Keep up the great work, everyone, and we'll keep you up to date with the latest information and search instructions.
So they said Mamta. I said Mamta, so it could be either or. Yeah, that's a great service because what they do is they bring public awareness. I like US Watch. Actually, they put out stuff quicker than the mainstream media because there's no mainstream media talking about this case. You got to be kidding me. Washington, D.C., metropolitan area, and you have a woman, a 28-year-old mother with a child that's less than a year old, and she's been missing. Last seen on the 31st, and the husband didn't report her missing for 8 days, and you got not one media outlet, not one. I haven't seen any reports. But the police put out an alert. Unbelievable. So what they're saying they're doing, and this is a site dedicated to finding her, says tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. I will distribute stacks of flyers to volunteers at Eavesdrop Brewery in Manassas. Please remember to bring your water bottles and sunscreen. The goal is to go to all the local businesses, libraries, and government buildings, places where a lot of people will see the flyers. So if you're in the Manassas area, go out and help. Make a difference. Go out and help and try to find this 28-year-old mother who just vanished out of thin air. And not a peep from the husband. Well, the husband did put something out there, and I'll share what he put out there. They said 20 hours ago. As of now, we have about 200 flyers to pass out. I'm waiting in front of the Moby Dick and Eavesdrop brewery in Manassas. I have 2 rolls of tape. It was the most I could get on short notice. My goal was to print around 1,000 flyers. This week, I will set up more meetings and raise money to print the flyers. I think about $500 will do the trick. I will be accepting tape donations. If anyone wants to come today, I pass out small stacks of flyers to people. So there's people actively looking for this mother. Where's the husband? Where's the husband? Where's the husband? So going to the husband's Facebook page, let's see if this is the husband's Facebook page. This is Mr. Husband. Prime suspect in my eyes. What about yours? He didn't report his wife missing for 8 days? You got to be kidding me. You know, if your loved one went missing, especially your spouse, went missing for 12 hours or more, you're going to be all over the place. He doesn't report her missing to the police for 8 days. So he puts this Facebook message out on August 7th. And it seems like it's in his language, and I can't, but it does imply that it's his wife. Something about his wife. My wife. And I'm saying this is probably the 8th day from the time she went missing or last seen on the 31st, where he finally puts something out, because nothing is said beyond that. Nothing is said. So who is this guy? Who is this guy? Naresh Bhatt. And why did he wait 8 days to report his wife missing? Well, it looks like he plays golf. Look at that, out in the woods, probably behind his home somewhere. Military. Have you seen this guy? Have you seen this guy do anything suspicious between the 31st and August 7th? Have you seen this guy anywhere in the Manasses Park area, in the fields, in the woods? Don't know what type of car he drives at this time. Notice he's an outdoorsman too. He does a lot of photos outdoors. Outdoors. Have you seen this guy? Any guy that's wearing glasses that looks like him? An outdoors guy. He even wears North Face stuff, right? That's outdoors type of attire, right? Yeah, something's not right with this. Seen that guy's face? Anywhere? Outdoors. Here we go. Another outdoors. Swimming. I don't know who these guys are with him. Might be his brothers. He posted it March 25th. Recognize anybody? His wife is missing. Why isn't there photos on his Facebook page with his wife? I haven't seen none yet. That's interesting. Dude, I'm scrolling down picture after picture, and I haven't seen any photos. There's one of his child. Believe it's his child. Probably this was taken January 27th. Snowed there in Manassas on the 27th. Oh, he got a picture of his wife. This is the last public photo of his wife on January 15th. January 15th. Last photo of with him and his wife in the photo. Was his wife trying to get away and he wouldn't? Is that like a forbidden sin in the culture for a wife to leave a husband? U.S. Army. Will the Army put out a statement? Have you recognized her? Have you seen her anywhere? 30th, 31st, all the way through the few months that we have been in August. It's the 12th. Today's the 12th. For the last 12 days, have you seen anything? Looks like their neighborhood based off, remember those photos? Remember we did a Heather Court around the neighborhood? Looks like there's the same type of houses. This was in October of 2023. Rolling Rapids. Oh, look, they're at the White House. Picture taken at the White House, September 19th, 2023. They're at the White House. That's interesting. What in the world? Oh, wait, that's this Ivana. Isn't that where she works? As a nurse? Look at that. What's that? Innova? Isn't that where she works? This was in July 8th, 2023. He posted. What's going on here? Who took the pictures? July 4th. Oh, he likes to fish. Husband likes to fish. Was he giving plasma? What was he giving? Plasma? Plasma donator. Look, he likes to fish. Huh? Wow, look at that. It's a big fish. I don't think women are allowed to divorce in their culture, right? Women not allowed to divorce in the culture? Folks, I'm calling it out as it is. You might feel otherwise. I know there's some of these ACLU type of people that feel like presumption of innocence and all that stuff. But the guy didn't report his wife missing for 8 days. His wife, where they have a 10-month-old child. Now you don't think that's a red flag when the family Facebook page that's searching for her is basically calling it out, but there's no evidence on him? 8 days, come on now. Come on now. To me, it's like, look, see what I'm saying? I mean, I understand this, but he's in the military, and most people in the military post pictures with them with guns. I get it. I get it. Can't say this is necessarily a red flag, but she's missing, and, he's in the military, and he has lots of guns. U.S. Army. Have you seen this guy? No, I don't know who does this. This is pretty like cowboy hat, Yahoo type of yeah, something fishy. Something very, very fishy. Think he's involved? I do. Believe that's her. It's like a group selfie. I believe that's her. You seen her? So this is her face, or this is her Instagram. She does have an Instagram. A lot of pictures of her on her Instagram. Ooh. Can't click on unless I log in. So there's photos of her. Looks like it's her. It's just a very, very sad situation, and I'm glad we were able to at least contribute a little bit to bring public awareness. We don't know anything about anyone on this case other than she's a mother. I have no idea where the child is. And Mr. Husband didn't report her missing. A lot of pictures out there. She looks happy. Seems like she's loved. It seems like her family wants answers. But he's not searching that I know of. He hasn't put any information out there that can help. Looks like she's just a happy mom. I don't see any negativity with her. I don't see anything that's red flags on her end that's odd or suspicious. What they're saying is she was in the process of trying to divorce her husband. And then she just vanishes. Manasses Park, Virginia. 28 years old. So we'll keep on this case. If the husband puts out a statement, if he's, if something happens where we hear any new information, we will definitely share on JLR Investigates. All right, folks, let me know what you think. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button, public awareness. Hopefully she's found. Hopefully there's some accountability. Let me know what you think. And if you know anyone firsthand, or if you know somebody in reference to this case, anyone involved, and you want to talk or set the record straight or share some information, or if I put out some misinformation or something I didn't say right, you want to set the record straight, you can reach me. Tips at JLR Investigates. Would love to hear you. I protect people's sources. Your anonymity could be protected. You can speak off the record. We never reveal sources if they don't want to be revealed, because we want trust and we want people to come forward. And we're very, very good at doing that. And we get a lot of information to bring public awareness. So if you know anything, share. We're on this case. We got eyeballs on this case. What happens next remains to be seen. If they do searches, as far as seems like they're doing searches, but I think they're going to go through that creek in back of their house in that area. We'll see. All right, folks. We cover true crime 24/7, 365 on JLR Investigates. Thanks for watching this particular segment. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates.